Okay, hi everyone. Today we will see five more current affairs according to our day 15 plan. So these are the topics to be discussed today. So the first one is about Coral Triangle Day, which is celebrated annually on June 9. So this is observed by the Coral Triangle Initiative organization. So it is an annual and open sourced event. It will bring about individuals, organizations and establishments in order to bring awareness about the ocean conservation and the coral reef ecosystem, which is considered as the rainforest of the ocean, okay, or marine ecosystem we can say, okay, through exhibitions, bazaars and many through many activities they will bring awareness about the importance of the coral reefs in the ecosystem. So it is a multilateral partnership of the six countries we can say, which encompasses the seas of Malaysia, Indonesia, Philippines, Solomon Islands, Papua New Guinea and Timor Leste. So these countries are called as the CT6 countries. Okay, so the Coral Triangle is located in abundance, we can say, in these countries' seas. That is in these tropical marine waters. So these are also, that is this Coral Triangle Day is also called Coral Triangle Initiative on Coral Reefs, Fisheries and Food Security. That is CTICFF. Okay, so this Coral Triangle region encompassing six seas, no, of the countries. So this is considered as the epicenter of the biodiversity because it is one of the three mega ecological complexes along with the Congo Basin and the Amazon rainforest. So just it is not confined to the six countries alone because many other countries which are benefited from this marine resources are also will be participating in this Coral Triangle Day initiative. So about the Coral Triangle importance, we can say that 76% of the all coral species are there, 6 by 7th of the world's marine turtle species inhabits there, and 37% of the coral reef fish species are living, and 130 million people directly dependent on the marine natural resources. So in order to conserve ocean and also the marine ecosystem and also the economy based on the ocean resources, this Coral Triangle Day initiative is taken. So next is about the Fujiwara effect. So recently in 2020, August 2020, this effect has been again seen in Atlantic, Western Atlantic Ocean region. Okay, so this is about when two nearby, that is when two cyclones are nearby or proximity to each other, they will move around each other and they will close the distance by combining. Okay, that is between the circulations of their corresponding low areas, they will combine each other. So this is the direction will be in counterclockwise in the northern hemisphere region and clockwise in the southern hemisphere region. Okay, so it will occur due to the cyclonic wind circulations among these tropical storms or hurricane or cyclones. Okay, so they will get attracted to each other and they spiral into their center point and they will merge into each other. So if vortices of unequal size were there, means the larger vortex will dominate the circulation process and the smaller will circle around the larger vortex storm or hurricane. Okay, recently two tropical storms have been occurred in Western Atlantic region. They will impact the Gulf of Mexico, that is forming a mega hurricane because two tropical cyclones combine each other and form mega hurricane. So last time this effect was occurred in 1933 in the recorded history of the Atlantic hurricane season, we can say. They are named as Laura and Marco. They are respectively 12th and 13th named storm and they made rainfall in the Louisiana state coastline. So the next one is about National Seeds Corporation Limited. It is a Schedule B Miniratna Category 1 company. Please make note of that. And it is a wholly owned by the Government of India. So administrative control is with the Department of Agriculture Cooperation and Farmers Welfare under Ministry of Agriculture and Farmers Welfare. And it is established in March 1963 because to give awareness about the production and foundation of the certified seeds, because that time only the green revolution occurred, and it launched a national seed project in 1974. With this it supports the state seed corporation also, and now we can say they undertakes production of certified seeds of nearly 600 varieties of 60 crops. So like cereals, pulses, oil seeds, fiber, fodder, grain manure and vegetables. Okay, in their forms as well as through the registered seed growers who are registered under National Seeds Corporation Limited. And recently we can say they have commenced the fish seed production also at Suratkar in Rajasthan and Raichur in Karnataka farms, in their farms only, under National Seeds Corporation Limited. And they also develop the infrastructure facilities for the production of quality seed, like planting of seeds infrastructure, production, as well as we can say safety measures. Okay. And they involve in the exports of seeds across the world, especially we can say SAARC and the African countries are their great targets. And they give technical support to the state seed corporations too, and they play an important role in the implementation of central sector schemes like National Mission on Oil Seeds, SEEDS, I'm sorry for the typing mistake, and palm oil, National Food Security Mission, and Mission on Integrated Development of Horticulture. So why I am giving this National Seed Corporation Limited means nowadays agriculture based questions are very important in UPSC prelims. That's why. So the next one is about FAO Food Price Index, FFPI. It is introduced in 1996 as a public good to monitor the developments in global agricultural commodity markets. Okay, in order to find the price surge, or in order to give information about the commodities, agricultural commodities. So it will be happening, it will measure the monthly change in the international prices of a basket of food commodities, like a 5 monthly change. Very important is monthly change, please make note of that. And they consist of average of 5 commodity groups, like we can say cereal, FAO cereal price index, vegetable oil price index, dairy price index, meat price index, and sugar price index. So recently in 2020, while they were calculating the meat price index values has not been compiled in a correct compiled fully, because many countries values are not available. So, and the large, we can see that in the sugar price index, a large exports volume of sugar from India has contributed the price surge, eases the price surge, and it prevented the large monthly price grinds also. Okay, very important one, because recently in December 2020 107.5 points has been increased consecutively in the 7th phase, we can say. Okay, so FAO, we know that it is a specialized agency of United Nations. Its headquarters is in Rome, Italy, and it was founded on 16th October 1945, which is celebrated as World Food Day. And FAO also releases reports or publications like these 5. Please make note of that, because this is very easy to remember, because Sophia, Sopho, Sophie, Sofa, Soko. Okay, like state after it will come. World Fisheries and Aquaculture, World Forest, Food Security and Nutrition in the world, not 7, and Food and Agricultural Commodity Markets. That's all. So the next one is about National Electronics Fund Transfer, NEFT. So because the basic concepts like this payment interface and all, we have to study, because sometimes this kind of questions can be asked in prelims, just very popular, like UPI interface questions and all. So see here, NEFT is a nationwide centralized payment system. So it is a credit push system, that is, we can either transfer or pay or remit funds, that's all. So it is owned and operated by the Reserve Bank of India. So no levy of charges is done by RBI from the banks for this availability of benefit, and no charges are given to the savings bank account, especially because we are having current bank account, also savings bank account, but no charges is levied to the savings bank account customers for the online NEFT transactions. Okay, and no limit for the funds transfer to a beneficiary having a bank account with a NEFT member bank. Okay, that's all. So any individual, firms and corporates can avail this benefit, and even person with no bank account can remit their funds to a beneficiary. Okay, if that beneficiary is having an account with another NEFT member bank. Okay, so please make note of these unique changes. Okay, unique points. So they can transfer funds from or to the NRE and also NRO accounts in the country under and guidelines of the FEMA, Foreign Exchange Management Act 2000, and wire transfer guidelines. Just to make note of this. Okay, so thank you for watching. Till then, subscribe to Dream Work Achieve channel and share this video to the needed aspirants. Till then, be bold, be strong, keep smiling, be happy, and be grateful to each and every work you do. Nandri.